Scorpio, first of all, thanks for coming back to 1144 messages if you're returning. But, I couldn't do you like that. Yes, I posted the reading. Yes, I put captions. But I'm like, no. Scorpio is the featured sign. I can't do them like this with the jacked up audio. So, I figured out how to fix the mic. And here we go. I'm doing your reading over. Yes, I am. I'm recording it over. So, the Five of Wands was your first message out. And that has to do with some type of petty conflict. Or it could be some type of internal battle, maybe of the ego. It's some type of confusion or conflict. Maybe it's your ego, maybe it's someone else's, or both. You and someone else are fighting over something that really isn't worth it. And I know that sounds harsh to hear because you can be like, what? It's so worth it to me. It's the principle. But I'm telling you, in the grand scheme of things, the bigger picture, it's not worth it. Okay? And Spirit repeats that over and over in this message. It's not worth it. So, the ego can be helpful. Don't get me wrong. But sometimes it gets out of hand and we have to reel it on back. So, this is a petty fight. It could be a petty fight. One of those fights where a person knows that they're wrong. But they're like, hey, I'm already too far in. I have to keep going with this, even though I know it's wrong. Yeah. And when I shuffled asking for advice, one of the cards that came out was choose your battles. It was the choose your battles card. So that's a clear message from Spirit that's saying it's not worth it. Five of Wands was clarified by the Hierophant. And you can maybe it's advising you to speak to someone, maybe someone religious, someone that has some type of authority or just handles themselves in that way. It's saying maybe you should talk to someone neutral, or maybe you have already done that. It could also be advising you to remember your beliefs and stick to them about the situation and to let this go. The Judgment card was next. The Judgment card speaks about rebirth after a time of confusion. This talks about confusion. This talks about the rebirth after the confusion. Be the mature, bigger person. Look within and decide if you are doing the right thing in this matter. Be self-aware. It's okay to be wrong. Admit when you're wrong and move past the situation. It was clarified by the moon. And this could be talking about tapping into your inner feelings, inner knowing, your intuition about this situation. But it also could have something to do with maybe something being unclear, something in the dark about this situation, whether it be with you or it's on the other person. It could be something shady going on that you are unaware of. So that could be another reason why Spirit is urging you to back away, because it's not worth it, especially when you don't even know the whole picture. Okay. The Death card was next. And the Death card talks about what? The death of something. And what? The rebirth of something. Okay. It's an ending. You are stepping into an evolution, or you have already evolved. You're not the old you that deals with this pettiness, this low vibe energy. It's clarified by the Ten of Swords. And the Ten of Swords speaks about, again, the ending of a cycle. Maybe that's the old you. Maybe it's saying that you have, maybe that you have or that you need to cut ties with this person, whoever this person is, because they bring you down energetically. They make you regress to that old you. And that's not you anymore. You got the Tower. I saw that. It did not come out fully, but it wanted to be seen in this reading. And the Tower speaks about a drastic and a sudden and something, some shakeup, maybe a tragedy. It's something that has to do with an ending, something that needed to end or change. And maybe someone did this to you. Maybe you made this happen, or maybe it was just spirit that just said, you know what, this is enough is enough. It's ending. It's time for rebirth. This card also talks about a rebirth. Shadow card that you had was the Two of Pentacles. And this card talks about juggling. And so what I took from it for this reading was, maybe you're juggling the old you, the new you. Maybe you're going in between, back and forth between both. And that's okay. There's no judgment about that. We all slip from time to time. No one's perfect. Another shadow card that you got was the Seven of Swords. The Seven of Swords speaks about not knowing all of the information. It could speak about someone being sneaky or shady once again. And it's urging you to be cautious, because this entire situation can blow up in your face if you're not. It's not worth it. Okay. I did see, on a more pleasant note, I saw the Nine of Cups. And either this is saying that you are already experiencing this fulfillment, this happiness, this abundance, and you can already be experiencing this, and it's saying don't block your blessings with this situation. Or it's saying that once this situation is over and done with, then you will experience this. A lot of times people don't realize that when you mix with low vibe people, not saying that these people are bad, they're just not ready yet to evolve, or they're in the process of it. A slow process. But a lot of times when you mix with people like that, with energy like that, and you bring yourself down to that level, you can block your blessings. Okay, so keep that in mind. Let's see if there was anything else. Oh, I also saw the Sun card. And to have the Sun in the same reading, it's telling me that whatever may be hidden, sneaky, this sneaky person, whatever is being hidden, it could be you, but it's going to possibly be revealed. The Sun shines a light on all of it. Okay. And I did see the Sun again with the other deck. That's no coincidence, okay? You got the Trust card for your advice. And this is talking about trusting in the universe. Maybe you feel alone in all of this, as if you can't confide, in anyone about this situation. But the universe is saying, look, we've got your back. You're surrounded by positive energy. You're not alone. This is the major arcana card for the Fool. And the Fool is always protected. The Fool is not worried about where they even step, because they know they're going to be taken care of. Take the necessary steps to step onto a new path away from all of this mess. You got the Healing card. Heal card, I should say. That talks about forgiving this person possibly. But of course, you have to feel your feelings and, process that. And then once you're ready, you should be able to forgive them and realize, don't just say the words, I forgive. You have to actually look at it as a situation where they helped you in some way. Maybe they helped you realize some things about yourself. They helped you when dealing with other people in the future. Not ignoring red flags anymore, possibly. But you have to be able to get to that point where you look at this situation. When people say, hey, I'm glad this happened. I would not have, even if I had the opportunity, I would not have done it a different way because this helped me. That's the energy that you need to be in at some point. You could also need to forgive yourself for dropping down into this energy. Or maybe you're the one that's causing all of this, and it's okay. You just need to be able to get to the point where you realize it and you forgive yourself for that. It's also urging you to accept divine guidance at this time. You have healing energy surrounding you. Or it could be talking about, talking to someone that you trust, getting guidance from someone that you trust. This is major arcana for the Star card, which also speaks about using your intuition, tapping into that. Okay, you also got the solar plexus card. That was more of like a shadowy card, and that talks about having the confidence to move past this. It also talks about realizing the power that you have to move past this. Okay, so hopefully these messages helped someone that may be dealing with this situation. Hopefully, by the time I'm ready to upload this video, once again, the audio works. So that's the conflict that I'm dealing with at this time, okay? So anyway, thank you so much for listening to this message, Scorpios. I will have another reading out for you tomorrow. And I know I said yesterday that today was going to be a different type of reading, but scratch that. It's actually going to be tomorrow because what I have ready for you actually fits better with tomorrow's theme, with the Friday theme. So I hope you like this message, and I hope that you like the message for tomorrow. All right. See you later.